Out of grass, water, and fire, we gotta admit, water has the best options. Doesn't really matter what region you're in, they're gonna have the best starter. But let's be honest, some of the water starters are better than others. And that's why I'm here. I'm gonna rank every single water starter from best to worst. With some stipulations, okay, I haven't played any Pokemon game after Sun and Moon, so I'm gonna stop there. But everything from Kanto to Sun and Moon, I am ranking every single one. And I'm not ranking them based on how good they are in the game. We're basing them on two specific things: how cool they look and how much I like them. Because at the end of the day, this is my list. Coming in at number 7, Popplio. Popplio might be the worst out of the 3 starters in the Sun and Moon games. I picked them because he kind of looked pretty cool. But looking back on the other starters and seeing Litleo and Rowlet's final evolution, I was so upset. I mean, it kind of looks cool, and I'll be fully honest, Popplio's final evolution looks really cool, but compared to the other 2 in its region, it is lacking. Number 6, Totodile. Totodile is this low because he is very basic. He is just a dinosaur but blue. I mean, he is just an alligator but blue. I mean, that is most Pokemon, but in terms of design, I think he has the weakest one. And honestly, I am just kind of critical on the Johto starters. But honestly, I do like Totodile a lot. I mean, he's really cool. Even his second evolution is okay. But in my opinion, Feraligatr really carries the line. It isn't a bad design at all. It's just everyone else on this list is way better. Number 5, Mudkip. Okay, I know every single person watching this is probably a Mudkip fan, and he is probably in your 1 or 2 slot, maybe even 3, but in my opinion, he is one of the weaker water starters. My reason being is he's really cool when he's Mudkip in the first evolution. When you go to the second evolution, Marshtomp, and he's got that weird teal going on, he does not look that good. In my opinion, he just does a worse version of Wartortle, and then he gets to Marshtomp and he just becomes bigger. It's kind of like when Feraligatr evolves from Crawna. The design is kind of lacking, and I feel like they could have done a little more with him. Obviously, he is a fan favorite. I love Mudkip. If this was ranking first base evolutions of water starters, Mudkip would be number 1, but since we're ranking the whole line, he's number 5. Number 4, Squirtle. The Kanto starters kind of hold a special place in my heart, and I'm pretty sure that is the same way for every one of you, but let's be honest, the designs are kind of basic. Yes, Squirtle is really cool, same with Wartortle and Blastoise. I mean, dude, he has 2 bazookas on his shell. What's cooler than that? But to be fully honest, like I said before, the design is kind of basic. It is just a blue turtle. But still, I can't lie, the episode in the anime when Squirtle had the sunglasses, you can't tell me we all didn't fall in love with him at that very moment. And yet again, I feel like I have to say this after every single pick. I'm being so critical because the ones above them are that much better. Number 3, top 3 is Piplup. Need I say more? Piplup is a penguin that is adorable. Like, what? How does it get better than that? Also, might I add, Piplup design on every single evolution is fire. And Empoleon, just look at the attention to detail. The design, you could actually look at every single feature that they put into this Pokemon. If we're going off purely design, I think this is the best water starter. I mean, dude, it's a freaking penguin. It's amazing. Number 2, Froakie. I really struggled on placing this one in number 1, but in all honesty, the only reason that this is up so high is because of how cool he is, and that is Greninja. I honestly couldn't care less about Froakie, and Frogadier, I think, is his second evolution name, but Greninja, dude, in the anime when he goes Ash Greninja and when he fights Charizard, dude, that might be the best scene in the anime. You might be cringing to yourself that I am bringing up such bias in this, but I told you this is only my opinion, and I think Greninja is the coolest thing ever. Number 1, Oshawott. Okay, the reason Oshawott is number 1, first of all, his design is one of the coolest things ever. My favorite animal is an otter. So that does have a little bit to do with it. But you remember how I said earlier when the second evolution of Marshtomp and Wartortle They are just a little different shade of blue. I think Duat does it the best out of those three. I think that color is perfect and it complements the Pokemon so well. I mean, you go from Oshawott with a white face to Duat with a more blue aqua. I forget what the actual color is called. But then you go up to Samurai and he's a samurai and the design is so cool. I love that thing on his head. I think all of his evolutions are really cool, but I think the reason why he is number one is each and every single one is amazing. But yeah, that is my ranking, and if you don't agree with it, let me know in the comments. Yeah, that was my ranking. Let me know if you want me to do all the other fire and grass starters. Deuces.